Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good day to you guys all out there, wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, well, it's our match day, an early kick-off game today. Early kick-off game. 2 p.m. It's starting. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, this very special edition, we will talk a little bit about Carlo Ancelotti. We will go into our game proper, and let me see if I can do a preview. And hey guys, today, because it's early kickoff, I will be going live. We will be going live right here on this channel, so remember to come back. Yes, we will be going live 30 minutes before the game kicks start. Once the lineup is out, you will hear it here first and foremost. The team lineup right here on this channel. 30 minutes before the game kicks off, we will be live, we'll be going watch along, ladies and gentlemen. Now, quickly, we understand João Pedro only trained for the first time yesterday. João Pedro, he trained only for the first time yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. After his own fitness issues following Manchester United match last weekend. United game actually scattered most of our players. But he's expected to be fine for inclusion of the game today. Yes. And Enzo Maresca has been calling on the fans to support the team. He's been trying to rally the fans behind the team, especially at the bridge. This is the first of 3 consecutive home games that Chelsea is going to be playing the coming days. The first of 3 consecutive games that Chelsea is expected to play. After today, we are facing next Benfica, then Liverpool, all at home. After going away the past 2-3 games, now, yes, the past 3 games, now we are returning home, ladies and gentlemen. So Maresca is calling on the support base, the fans to support the team. He says, so your support is going to be very important for us as we try to build some momentum in the league and the Champions League. We have a strong record at Stamford Bridge, but we will need you to help us to take the 3 points against a tough opponent today. Ladies and gentlemen, yes. So whatever it is, I need you to make sure you are around the stadium. This is our own stadium. This studio is our own stadium. Yes, this studio is our own stadium. So make sure you join us to have our watch along. Now, let me say this before we continue. Let me say this. Carlo Ancelotti said something yesterday which I was just wondering if it were during his time, by now Maresca wouldn't have been on the job. If it were during Abramovich era, Maresca would have lost his job long ago. In fact, Manchester United game alone is enough for Maresca to go. As a matter of fact, leaving Garnacho on the wing, at the bench, leaving Garnacho on the bench and playing Tariq George as our striker and taking and bringing Pedro, that alone, for Garnacho to be on the bench alone is enough to sack Enzo Maresca. This is what Carlo Ancelotti had to say about Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, the Russian oligarch, former Chelsea owner. Yes, our own personal person. Carlo Ancelotti revealed in his latest autobiography, he said the dream, what is the dream about? The dream about Abramovich. He said the dream, how Abramovich sacked him for subbing off Torres. He was sacked for subbing Fernando Torres. God. He says, sources of failure in Europe is how I will be measured by Abramovich. And the Champions League cost me my job. He said the night before the second leg, Abramovich warned the squad that if they didn't win, there will be changes. The night before the second leg, Abramovich warned the squad that if they didn't win the game, there will be changes. He then told me that if we lost, I should not bother coming back I should not bother coming back the next day. Torres, unfortunately, was clearly suffering from lack of confidence and felt the weight of his transfer fee hanging around his neck. That was the time we signed Torres from Liverpool, £50 million. The record signing then. £50 million then was the record signing, British record signing from Liverpool to Chelsea. And so the amount was so huge then that it was hanging around Torres' neck and he was feeling the weight of it. According to Carlo Ancelotti, he said the weight of his transfer fee hanging around his neck. What happened next was inevitable. Torres was his personal decision, and substituting him was a direct rebuke to the owner. Torres was Abramovich personal signing. He went in and paid the money personally for Fernando Torres. So for the coach to substitute him, it's like telling the coach, fuck you. That is what it means according to Carlo Ancelotti. So because he substituted Torres, seeing that Torres was struggling in the game, he lost his job. Today, Maresca is there playing nonsense, saying a lot of things, no fear of the ownership. That is where we are right now. That is why we are not seeing the best of our team any longer, the club that we love most. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, let me quickly say this. The reality of the matter is that Maresca putting Tariq George in a game instead of Gittins or Garnacho is a sackable offense under Roman Abramovich era. Oh yes, take note of that whilst we move on quickly before we come back for our watch along. Tonight, here is my team I will play. Here is my team that I will play tonight or this afternoon against Bournemouth. Is it? Brighton, sorry. Against Brighton. Yes, my team that I will play against Brighton. Yes. I will first league start. I'll give the first league start to Garnacho. I'll give my first league start to Garnacho. And I'll play Andrew Santos in place of Enzo Fernandez starting the game. I'll start Santos in place of Enzo Fernandez. A Savao to replace injured Cole Palmer. Josh Achampong will replace injured Tosin. I have no choice than to start Sanchez reluctantly. I will start Sanchez reluctantly. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, reluctantly I will start Sanchez. I have no choice because Philip Jorgensen did not impress me in the last game. So I rather start my Sanchez like that. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah. Right now, the truth of the matter is, it's very painful. Chelsea were linked with AC Milan's French goalkeeper Mike Maignan in the summer. But the message was, Chelsea was not prepared to pay anything more than £12 million. Why? 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 Manchester City showed what an ambitious clubs do when an obvious issues need sorting out. Signing Donnarumma when the opportunity arises and when the need arises. Why was Chelsea not part of the conversation for PSG's Donnarumma? Why? He could have been a transformative signing in this area, this moment that the team is struggling, because he has so much experience. Listen, Mike Maignan, we couldn't sign him. The opportunity came for us to sign Donnarumma. We did not. Chelsea Chelsea should be a title contender and a Champions League challenger this season. Instead, our ownership, the hierarchy, seems to be content with the title, with the praise of being the smartest recruiters. Yeah. Being the smartest recruiters in business, of course, for the profit. The world richest developmental club. Develop and sell. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to run out, but let me say this. Tonight's game, I will expect nothing else than a win. I will expect nothing else than a win. Christopher Nkunku and Jackson, one of them shouldn't have been gone. Christopher Nkunku or Jackson, one of them shouldn't have been gone. At least one should have stayed. They would have been really a helpful hand at this critical moment. At this moment that Chelsea is without Cole Palmer. Oh yes. Christopher Nkunku or Jackson, one of them would have helped at this critical moment without Cole Palmer. That's just a fact. That's why I'm very disappointed that we couldn't get Jackson back. Honestly. I just pray and hope that we are able to sail through. Now quickly, my predicted lineup for the game. Like I said to you, I'm starting Garnacho, I'm starting Andrew Santos, I'm starting Estavao, I'm starting Joshua Champon, and I'm starting Robert Sanchez. So this is how my lineup is going to go. Sanchez in goal post, Trevor Chalobah, Joshua Champon, Mike Cucurella, Reece James will partner Caicedo. Yes, in that double pivot area. On my right side, Pedro Neto. Estavao will replace Cole Palmer. Andrew Santos will replace Enzo Fernandez. Garnacho on the left side. Heading the attack, it's obviously Joao Pedro. That is how my first 11 will be. Joao Pedro heading the attack. Left is Garnacho. Andrew Santos replaces Enzo Fernandez for me. Estavao replaces Cole Palmer. On my right, Pedro Neto. Double pivot, Caicedo and Reece James. Defense, Mike Cucurella on my left, Joshua Champon, central defense, and will be partnered by Trevor Chalobah on the right side of the defense. Then Robert Sanchez will mount my post. Ladies and gentlemen, I will expect nothing but a win, and I'll go for 2-0 in favor of Chelsea. I'll see you guys doing a watch along. Remember, 30 minutes before the game, we will be live and we'll be having a watch along together. I'll see you guys all in the next one. You see me. Shalom and peace.